The Summit of the Americas is an ad hoc gathering of 34 Western Hemisphere nations to discuss shared issues. U.S. presidents have used this summit to press for major change, from Bill Clinton's North American Free Trade Agreement, finalized at the 1994 summit, to Barack Obama's decision to reopen relations with Cuba at the 2015 gathering. Mexico's president confirmed Monday that he will not attend over the U.S. decision not to invite Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre says the summit will still make progress in key areas such as economic issues, public health, climate change, food insecurity, and migration.
You can expect to see deliverables in those areas announced by the president and other members of his cabinet on all 3 days relating to those focus areas.
She added that the administration had a candid engagement with Mexico's president over his opposition, but that the White House stands firm in their conviction.
The president's principled position is that we do not believe that dictators should be invited.
Analysts say the attendance drama is about more than politics. The lack of a clear agenda is also an issue.
If the agenda was such that it was so attractive that presidents couldn't defect and not be present, then we wouldn't see this kind of political theater in the hemisphere, in my opinion. The lack of robust agenda is really what opened the door to this kind of political theatrics.
Some nations met with Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela for an alternative summit last week, where they minced no words.
We strongly reject the exclusion of brother countries from the 9th Summit of the Americas. I reiterate my decision not to attend this meeting until all the governments of America's countries are invited.
Others say the boycotts may not amount to much, as high-level delegates will represent some of the absent heads of state.
They can get a lot done without these three countries present, and I think this is a summit that seeks to highlight the importance of democracy and the democratic values in a region that has historically embraced those at a moment where the region is facing incredible challenge in regards to democracy and rising authoritarianism.
And Berg says the summit is not the final word.
If there are one or two major resolutions that come out of this summit, that will be a great win. The other thing that I think we need to realize is that summits of the Americas, especially in past years, have not managed to produce huge hemisphere-wide agreements. That the hemisphere is just too fragmented for those kinds of large geopolitical kinds of resolutions.
Biden arrives in LA on Wednesday to formally open the first U.S.-hosted summit since 1994. Anita Powell, VOA News, the White House.